Khyber Shards, a 5th edition actual play show set in the Eberron campaign setting. It is time for another episode, and we've decided that Colin shall tell us what happened last time.
And by we mean everyone except Colin.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I got outvoted in this not democracy. Okay, last time, Ari and Shade decided that they were going to go and have an adventuring summit. They went to a TED Talk that they paid dearly for about what perhaps Shade's dreams mean. And then Ari asked for potential advice, information, insight into the map that Tommel has assigned us to procure. And after their hour had passed, Esri and Pog began a very detailed, thoroughly analyzed, and thought out responsible plan that involved Pog sneaking in invisibly beside Esri, staying in until the map shop closed, and breaking everything in sight to grab the map, trigger the alarms, and run out the front door. We left him sprinting down the alley, being pursued by patrols. It's gonna be so good.
And we'll pick up there in just a minute, but first we need to back up a little space because let's say about 15 minutes before Pog's gonna come running out the door, Shade and Ari come wandering into the marketplace, having returned to the treehouse, waited a reasonable amount of time, begun to get concerned, and decided to come out and see what's become of their companions. So, Esri, you have, as I understand, been keeping watch, essentially, probably nervously.
Yeah,
and you see
Esri's right around the corner.
Yeah, you see Shade and Ari come into the marketplace from the direction in which you live.
And nothing has gone wrong yet. At this
Nothing
point.
has happened yet at all. Yeah, everything's quiet.
Cool. Sorry, let me see my range on this thing. Someday I'll learn all of these, like how these things work. 40 feet. So once they're in 40-foot range, I will say to Ari mentally, "Hey, don't come over here. Hide somewhere."
Where are you?
In the alley beside the store.
And Ari, in his head,
I guess I
to Shade,
don't really
like,
need to whisper.
Ezra's talking to me telepathically. What's going on? Where are you?
I don't need to whisper. The Pog's in the store right now.
Why?
He wanted to. Did you know he can be invisible?
Why?
Why
Still,
can he
to the
be
first part?
Oh
No.
well, y'all. You said, everyone can think.
What did we
make
say, Esri?
plans, and I thought he was really intense. He was like, "I'm gonna do this now," and I thought, okay, I guess you've got this plan thought out, and it worked. He snuck in. We distracted the shop
Where's
owner,
the map?
and it's in there with him. He has to come out with it at some point. I'm just waiting. I don't.
Yep. Did we make a plan for that part?
I'm sure he did.
Are you high right now?
Oh,
No more than
The answer
normal.
is yes, that's fine. I'll just be disappointed, but
No.
Now I'm more disappointed. Honestly.
He's no, it's fine. It's fine. It actually worked perfectly. He snuck in, invisible, and we left. I left, and then the shop owner left and locked up the store, and now he's locked inside.
Well, I guess we need to see if there's anything we can do to help him get out of the store.
Yeah, honestly, I really wish Shade had been the one to go in.
How far away are we from the store, Philip?
How close will you have approached the store, Eric?
I mean,
At least 40 feet.
I
'cause
would
that's
say
as far away as I can do this.
what Ari would have communicated to Shade and like the ball plan would have been, hey, let's go to the store and see if they're like still open or if they're still staking out or something. So pretty close, I guess, to the store.
Mm-hmm.
And Ari turns to Shade. So Pog's in there. They made a plan. Pog was invisible, waited for the store to close. And from what I can tell, that's where their planning process ended.
But Pog is very good at plans. He helped me with shade with Cal, and it went so good.
I heard you say plants and not plans, so I was confused. I was like, what does that have to do with anything?
She does love
speaks
talking
well of
about
his
plants.
character.
Well, I guess we just need to go to the shop and poke our heads at the window and see what's going on. I can't think of a better plan.
But if we're not part of the plan, will we ruin his plan?
At Shade at this point, I'm not too worried about that. Because we might be able to make the plan better. Probably will be able to make the plan better.
Okay.
Esri did say he wishes it was you on the inside and not Pog. He did tell me that. So
Is that nice or mean?
nice. Take it as nice.
Okay.
Depends on who you are, probably.
It's a
Esri wishes
store.
you were the one in imminent danger.
Right.
The three of you outside, give me perception checks.
Cool. Earned yourself one Cats reference. Hey, 16.
Nice.
12.
7.
Well, excuse me, Shade. I have some perceiving to do.
So, as you're sort of looking around to try and see if you can see what you can do about this, all of you, even Shade with a fairly low roll, observe a few things. One, the marketplace never like completely closes. A lot of the shops close, but there's always street vendors who stay open. There are bars that are open all night. There are food trucks that stay open. You can see that there are patrols of the Stormreach Watch that are moving about, keeping an eye on things where the stores are closed. And Ari, you observe that not far away is a food truck, a food cart, that is Zot's Hot Lots.
The original,
real quick.
or is it like
Well,
number
it's
2?
a cart, so it moves around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there is Zotz, the old fat goblin, who runs the truck. Eating at the cart, or standing near the cart, there's a group of people that draw your eye because there are 4 of them, and 3 of them have on jackets in Deneth colors, in the colors of House Deneth. There are 3 humans and a dwarf. The dwarf is the only one not in the colors. The dwarf is distinctive in that he is wearing a black jacket trimmed in gold. He has a snowy beard that's braided elaborately and bound with gold rings. And his right hand appears to be missing and has been replaced with a... clockwork isn't quite right, but a magecraft prosthesis that causes it to look a little bit like a brass warforged hand. But with warforged hands usually only have 4 digits, and he's got all 5. The thing that makes your blood go cold is one of the 3 Deneth operatives, which you have obviously figured out, is definitely Falco de Deneth.
Yeah.
You see the scarred, bald head and barrel chest of your old combat instructor.
Cool.
And there's
Philip will go today and chose
eating
violence.
Toasted tentacles.
Yes. Gross. Well, I don't know. I eat squid.
Okay, so before Philip unveiled all of this, it wasn't the worst possible way plans could go. It has devolved into that, but it wasn't at the start. Like 10 minutes ago in this episode, it wasn't the worst. Now I have regrets.
Okay, so is part of your plan, Ezri, that the person that you speak with can speak back telepathically?
Yes. Yeah. As long as you're in visual range, you can speak back.
I have to see you, and I was operating under the assumption that I didn't know where you were. Anyway, I use my awakened mind to speak to any creature I can see within 30 feet, specifically Ezri and Shade, and inform them, hey, remember how I told you Falco was in town?
Yes.
Look at Zot's cart.
Oh, Zatz is here. Oh.
Yeah, see him with all of his Deneth buddies right there across the court yard. Yeah.
Just for scale, he is only there with 2 Deneth buddies.
And the
And a
dwarf
dwarf.
is distinctly different.
The dwarf is not in Deneth colors and does not bear an obvious dragon mark or anything like that.
I know who the dwarf is now. Dang it. Well, I
Interesting.
assume I know who the dwarf is.
No, that was out of character. Hayden's behind the color.
Yeah, he thought he was so sneaky.
Okay. Trying to figure out if there's anything to do about that. At least not until things pop off, because Ari doesn't know that things are about to go horribly, horribly wrong. So whatever Pog's plan is, we just need to keep a low profile and not draw too much attention.
At that moment,
I could climb onto a roof. Very good
And
at that.
to
And not
what
be
end?
here. I just would not be here.
I would love to not be here either, Shade, but we've all made some life choices that have culminated in this moment.
Ezri speaks back to Ari. You guys know I can't actually hear what you're talking about, right? Do y'all have any ideas? Okay, now you can actually talk
No.
back.
No. As long as whatever Pog does, if it doesn't cause a huge distraction, we should be okay. Or it doesn't cause a huge commotion, we should be okay. If it does, we'll need to do something to draw attention away from Pog. I can make
have a
myself look
jaguar.
like somebody else. You have a
panther.
jaguar. I can look
true.
like somebody else.
Yeah, okay. I can't really do anything about that. I can hurt people. I can make people feel better. That's really where it
Philip.
begins and ends for me.
Eric.
Yeah. Can I make a check to see if Ari would be aware of any high-value targets that Deneth might have a special eye for at the moment? Based on contracts or anything like that? Bounties?
This is one of those things where I wish Streetwise hadn't gone away.
Yeah. Investigation?
Just give me a roll with your wisdom.
Is Cal with you, Shade?
13.
Yes, Cal is, I believe, walking along with Shade.
I can also make lightning. That has been distracting in the past when we've done things.
Okay. Can
Esri,
I...
you hear just briefly.
Why are you making weird noises? Stop.
Sorry, I had something caught in my throat. My mind throat.
I mean,
Ari says, what? What are you talking about?
was it in my... Can I tell? Was it audible or
No,
was it...
It sounded audible. It
Okay.
seemed audible. I mean, you are somewhat telepathic, so you have probably a pretty good ear for what's different.
I'm now trying to create mind throat noises in my
We're all just gonna move past mind throat. That's just the thing. We're okay. I just I want to make sure we're all deciding. We're just moving past mind throat. Okay, that's fine. Here we go.
No. Wait. That was with my ears. Hold on. And I'm just gonna make a quick look around me.
Give me a perception check.
Ari would also be trying to get an angle to where he could see in the shop and see if he can spot Pog.
Okay.
13.
Also.
Yes.
13. Looking around, Esri, you notice that there is a group of figures walking quite a distance off that at least that the direction seemed to originate from.
So, behind me in the alley or out into the
market
bazaar?
Yeah. You see that they seem to be moving into another alley, several shops away.
I just tried to use my paladin to detect if there's undead around. Can't do that. Okay. Well, and this is a different group. This isn't the den of folk. So, telepathically again to Ari. Bad news. There, I don't know. Something is making weird noises that I can hear, and apparently just me.
Okay, listen, I have a name, and it's not cool for you to call me a weird thing.
Not you. Not you. Audible.
And then there's a
You want to call an
really
audible on the plane? I don't know what the plane is.
loud-
You can't call an audible if I don't know.
as the alarm spell triggers inside the shop.
Can you hear that?
Yes, everybody can hear that.
Okay.
Everybody sort of looks up and starts looking around. You see the guards start trying to work out where the sound is coming from, and seconds later, the door of the shop is kicked open, and you see Pog just bolt out into the market with map in hand. So we are entering a chase. So everybody roll initiative.
+0. That's
22.
11.
Nice.
What a time for a nat 20, huh? Weird. The first man out. I guess that makes sense narratively. I am the only one prepared to run into the street.
Yeah. You're the only one
Yeah.
aware of that.
Nobody
Shit, you
else
said
was
12.
ready for that.
I'm
You said 12 shades? Okay. Ari?
8.
Oh boy, I love y'all
And Esri.
being so
11.
far different.
You bump that down one, Philip. Thank you.
So it's just going to be us dancing to
Better?
the chase music.
Esri, your initiative?
11.
11. Okay. And cool.
That's my favorite. I love hitting rolls.
That's because I use real dice.
I mean, you could still
You can
say
hide your
out
rolls
loud
on
what
D&D
they are.
Beyond now.
That's
You
true,
can
I could.
designate it as DM only. You can also set players' roles to be DM only. Yeah.
Oh,
All right. So here's how this is going to go. We're going to go in initiative order, and you tell me what you are doing. We're not in a combat at the moment. This could easily devolve into a combat. You tell me what you are doing. You do not have time to plan. You do not have time, well, unless you're going to stand here and not assist in the chase. It's moving. So, Pog, you run out into the marketplace. It's night. You hear watch members shouting, "Stop! Stop!" And you hear running feet towards you.
Which direction is the stop coming from?
I mean, you're kind of on the edge of a plaza, and it's coming from within the plaza.
Okay, then I am going to have a skidding turn, one of those like hand on the ground skids, and I'm going to bolt straight left. Out and turn left and going.
Awesome.
Assuming left is not directly towards them.
Right. Make an athletics check for me.
$20.
Okay, this is going to be opposed by 2 different rolls. All right. So, the way we're going to run this, you have now opened up a gap between you and your pursuers. You have one gap opened up between you and your pursuers. You will have outrun your pursuers, or you'll have outrun the watch, when you have opened up 3 gaps.
Okay.
All right, cool. Okay, that is your turn. With a shout, the Denith troops, the couple of Denith troops with Falco, turn and chase after the fleeing burglar. The dwarf just sort of watches as they run off and then takes a bite off of his skewered tentacle. They are in pursuit of Pog. And then it is down to Shade.
I would like to cast a Zephyr Strike,
Okay.
which, if I'm correctly reading this, will give me plus 30 to my speed.
I believe it allows you to dash as a bonus action. Essentially, you can move again as a bonus action. That's correct.
And I would like to, because I'm more comfortable from a higher vantage point, I would like to use that movement to climb up to a roof to be able to get a better view of Pog and his pursuers.
Okay. Make for me an athletics check to see how easily you get up onto a roof. Obviously, you're going to get up onto a roof. This will determine how much movement it eats up.
Okay. I rolled the dice twice at a 2.
Okay.
I would like to push that.
Okay, sure. Go for it. Better. All right, yeah, you managed to scramble up onto a roof. Cal bamps up onto the roof next to you, and you take off. Shade, what is your passive perception? Should just be your perception modifier plus 10.
15.
15. You are not the only person on the roof. There is another figure running along. No, on this roof you are, but there is another figure moving along the roofs in the same general direction.
What do they look like?
Humanoid, and they appear to be wearing dark robes and a cloak.
Okay.
Maybe he has a.
They have. There is something long in their hand. It's not exactly clear as they are running. Whether it's a bow, a staff, an axe, something. But
he did list only weapons, though. Just to be
He did only list weapons. None of them were the churro.
okay, a rake,
A walking stick. A garden hoe.
a rolled up poster.
Newspaper.
Another
They
map.
ran out of wrapping paper.
It's
and they're
another
throwing the
map,
tube
you guys.
around.
Yeah, a tube of wrapping paper tube. Esri,
Most
You're up.
dangerous weapon.
It's my turn.
it's your turn.
Do they run past my alley?
Yep.
Okay. Then on the first guard I see, I'm going to cast blindness.
And you're targeting the regular guards, or you're targeting the group of Dennis?
I'm targeting the first non-Pog person I see running after Pog.
Okay. Hold on. Let me picture it. All right. So this is going to be a group of the regular.
Sorry, this is
So they make a save, right?
yes, a con 13.
Con save of 13. That is a failure.
All right, so they are blind for 1 minute.
Yes.
They can make another save every turn.
Okay, so one of the groups of watch,
oh,
and
no,
we'll say there are
I'm
sort of
sorry.
3 clusters. Oh, I'm sorry.
Never mind. I don't have 3rd level spells. I'm dumb. Yeah. So I do what I said I did.
Yeah. So we'll say there are sort of 3 clusters of watch, all of guards running. One of them, as it runs past, and Esri casts this spell out into the air, suddenly sort of begins stumbling around and reaching out with their hands and shouting, "What? Just I can't see. Where'd he go?"
At the same time, if I may,
Yep.
you can tell me if I can or not. I'd like to speak into the mind of another one that's right there.
This is the only
not a
group that would be within 40 feet of you.
Yeah. Just I mean, like another one of those guards that's in that group.
I see. Sure.
And just yell as if there's an amount of volume you can do through this. It's hard to tell, but I just want to go, watch out!
These guards stumbling around blindly. One of them just like throws himself down on the ground. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Shade, you see the figure on the roof begin running along, and the figure seems to be keeping pace with Pog at the moment.
And that's it. He's not moving to use his poster or rake or
Not at the moment.
rolled up map. Okay.
His poster of a rake.
Life size.
Okay, it is now the turn of the watch. We'll make their roll. One of them is essentially incapacitated, but the rest. Oh, come on.
Is that concentration?
What is my modifier for these guys? Here we go. Just one. All right, they do not close any of the gap with Pog either. And it's now Ari.
Okay. So how far away is Pog at this point from Ari?
Pog is probably 50 feet.
50 feet.
Oh, wait, no. If we give Pog a dash, it's probably more like 80.
Cool. And how far away are the guards?
The guards
Just
are probably more like 50.
50. Okay then. I am going to
Lose your turn here, quick. I think. I saw Philip's
Sorry.
face.
sorry. There's just very little I can do then. I'm going to disguise self as an action, so I can't dash, so I won't be able to get within range of them. I am going to cast. I'll move my my distance.
Yep.
Full distance towards the people giving chase to Pog.
Okay.
And while remaining as hidden as possible, I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on one of them.
Okay.
Let's do Falco.
What's the range on Tasha's Hideous Laughter?
30 feet.
Okay. Yeah. All right. It is what kind of save?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What is your modifier? Your
14.
DC, I'm sorry. 14?
Yeah, 14.
Okay. You see Falco running along, pause, like sort of halter in his step a little bit, and look about as he feels some sort of magic pull at his mind, but it does not take. He does appear to have been alerted to there's more going on here than meets the eye, which may or may not turn out to be to your advantage. Okay, we are back around to Pog. So, Pog, you have one gap opened. They are still very much too close for comfort. You do, if you can get another gap opened, if you can get a second gap opened, you do, strictly speaking, have the potential to hide at that point. You're far enough ahead that you can like try and duck into a corner or something. Okay. And are you just running straight? Are you trying to do alleys? What are you trying to do?
No, not for this one. I'm still in dead sprint. I've only made it 80. Then, yeah, I'm going again. I'm running again.
Give me a roll of athletics then.
24. This +5 athletics is working for me right now, y'all.
Boy, is it. Okay. That
Plus
is
anything works when you
another
roll a 19.
Was a
gap.
good plan, y'all. Was a good plan.
All right, so you see that Pog is building space. Pog is extending his lead.
I'm the
against
juggernaut.
Those in pursuit of him. The Dennis pursuers, led by Falco. Do gain a lead, and the Dennis group are now only one gap behind you, whereas the Watch are two. So the Dennis group are keeping pace with you. All right, then it's to Shade.
I have kept up, right, between the...
You are about 50 feet behind Pog and the mysterious person on the rooftop.
Okay. I would like to cast Entangle on the Denith group is the group that is closest to him, right? Okay.
Now, are both Zephyr Strike and Entangle concentration spells?
Yeah.
So you'll lose Zephyr Strike. You can do this, but you will lose your speed boost.
Pog is worth it.
Okay. So we're casting Entangle at Falco and his friends. Okay. And they need to make a saving throw, I assume, which is probably strength.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that is not a good roll. That is only a 9.
Awesome. So they are restrained.
Okay. Nice.
Well done. Well done, Shade.
I'm going to double check one thing.
That implies that you're going to undo the cool thing I did.
No, not necessarily.
But in this instance.
And certainly not completely, but I need to check an ability and what an ability actually does.
It also makes the terrain difficult, so the other group
Okay.
should have to slow down going through it
That
too.
will also. That's very good. Yes. Falco is going to use his fighter ability Indomitable to re-roll his save. And much better. Okay, so Falco's two buddies are entangled, but Falco, you see, whips the falchion off of his back and just hacks through the vines and keeps running.
I mean, narratively, that makes sense. That's much better, so whatever.
Says the guy
story.
not being chased right now.
I would
You
love to
have-
be, Pog, you have no idea how badly I wish I was being chased right now. I have so many things for this circumstance.
Okay, and you are continuing to move at your regular speed. So make an athletics check.
Who are we talking to? Oh.
That is the
Casey.
third 2 of the evening.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You taking it or are you pushing?
I'm pushing.
Pog worth that.
Although
Philip
for
was
my
about to
last
make you
push,
fall
I
off the
rolled
roof.
max damage.
All right.
Oh,
I don't know what we got.
So much better with a 4. I'm up to a 7.
Okay. Yeah, you slip a little on some loose roofing tiles, but you don't fall, but you are falling behind.
Turns out the digital dice
Pog.
are done.
Pog and Falco and the mysterious person on the rooftop all put some additional space between them and you.
I don't like that.
I'm sorry.
He lied.
Esri, you're up.
I am going to cast Locate Object. Well, actually, let me ask you a question. Can I get out the back of this alley? Is it a
Yeah.
dead end, or can I?
No, it's not a dead end.
So I'm going to cast Locate Object on the map,
Okay.
And
what's the distance
I'm just-
for that?
1,000 feet.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
map.
going to just. What is that? 333 goats, approximately. I am going to just kind of try to nonchalantly walk out the back of the alley and follow the map from a distance.
All right. So you do that, and yes, you can sense the direction, so you're able to get along with it. Now, would you like to make an athletics check for the sake of hustling?
what do you think? This is Esri we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not sprinting.
Okay.
If anything, I would like to make a stealth check to try to just stay nonchalant, but
Okay. Well, no one's specifically looking
Casually
for
climbing
you.
the wall in an alley of the
In
market.
fact, I would like to make a check to walk slowly.
No one's specifically looking for you, so it's not necessary to make a stealth check. If you walk nonchalantly, no one is going to give you
those
a
are
second
the
glance.
best words I've heard all night.
Okay. The figure on the rooftop is keeping pace with Falco, but is not closing with Pog yet. And Ari.
Can I get within 90 feet of Falco? He was 50 feet, and presumably
And
he double moved.
he
and if I
moved and
again,
dashed, so he'd be
He would be 80 feet away from me now.
110.
No, he'd moved and if he moves and dashes, he's ahead of you. And
But if I move to
yeah,
keep half pace,
yes. So I guess you could. Yes.
yeah. Okay. I'm going to then do. So Ari steals his mind more. Hair begins to have the underglow of his mark firing up. Pink circles around his eyes, and he reaches into Falco's mind and attempts to pull back. So it's Tasha's mind whip is what he's doing.
Oh.
So I need an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Okay.
And Falco's a big old dummy, we know canonically. So
He's actually not. He is of slightly above average intelligence. And as such, he has rolled a 14.
15 is the DC.
Okay.
Let's go.
What is the effect?
So 3d6 damage, first and foremost.
And your mind is whipped.
So
Right into the
that is
mind
going
throat.
to be 8 psychic damage.
Nice.
He can't take reactions until the end of his next turn, but more importantly, he must pick a move, an action, or a bonus action on his next turn, and he only gets one.
Oh, neat.
So he can't dash.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah.
all right.
Ari's mind just enters Falco's and trips him up.
Okay. We're back around to Pog. Still just a dead sprint? Or are you trying to?
Nope. Nobody
weave a
has said anything about directions. So Pog is going to take the first available left. We're a NASCAR driver and only turning left to get out of here right now. So it's another hand on the ground sliding turn around
End up back at this store.
into a left alley.
Now, is the intention to try
Speaking
and
of not
dive into some
thinking through
cover
to
and
the end
hide,
of the
or
plan.
No,
are you
continuing to
just-
sprint.
Okay.
Continuing to
Give me an
sprint.
athletics check.
18.
Okay. All right. So you've got some pace. We'll see how they roll to find out whether or not you've got your third gap. It is now Dennis group's turn. Okay. So I assume that the Dennis group, the two Dennis guards, get to make saves to escape the. Have to make saves to escape the vines. They do, but that usually takes place at the end of the turn. So I'm assuming that's what they've got. Falco starts running. He looks a little slower, but he is going to action surge and move again.
Everything's the worst, you guys.
I mean, but I didn't get to dash twice, which is what I was gonna do. I was gonna move, dash, action surge, dash
Okay.
again. So
This is just an interesting rule thing, because it says it can only do one of the three.
DM on DM
Yeah.
violence. Here we go.
But he took an action, and since he took an action, he can is action surge a bonus action? I guess is the question.
I think
Or is
it's
it just
nothing.
a thing you can do? Yeah, it's
But let
something
me
you
double
can do
check.
when you take an action. Right?
Yeah, on your turn, you can take an additional action. It is not a bonus action. So, he's choosing action, and he's choosing it twice.
I have known Eric for decades.
I would let you do
He
it.
is
So,
Oh man. Deflation hurts my actual soul. I am so sorry. I was hype on that.
he has rolled a natural 20 on his athletics check.
I'd like him to push, please.
And so, Pog does not have 3 gaps on Falco. Pog
I do have
is
3
going to
gaps
have-
on the watch, though.
You are going to get 3 gaps on the watch because they're going to run into that, regardless of what they roll, they're going to run into that difficult terrain, which is going to eat up a good chunk of their movement. So, with beautiful narrative appropriateness, it comes down to Falco. So, that's Falco. So you hear, as you sprint down the alley, you hear scrambling, and probably beginning to hear the huffing of a past middle-aged man trying to chase you at a dead sprint. Then it is Shade's turn.
Is
I cannot get enough of the chase music, for real. I only want to play chase
Glad you
scenes
like
from
it.
now on.
I'm
Don't think,
glad
just do-
that it pleases you.
well, I can't do the thing that I want to do because I'm not within range of him. So I guess I'm just sprinting after him. How
Okay.
far-ish does that make us?
Give me an athletics check, and we'll see if you can do some catching up.
Excuse me while I physically roll an actual.
This music goes really well with your seizure window, Colin.
And I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So you're gonna get your move and dash, but you're not gonna gain any on Pog and Falco.
Everything is against you.
Shade is much better in the trees.
Now
We need a Naruto chase scene.
it occurs to me, how fast, out of curiosity, is Cal?
Oh.
Cal is. His speed is 40 feet.
So I would allow you, if you want, to just set Cal going and allow Cal to move at a separate speed from you. Although that would, of course,
Yeah, he can get to the fight first.
give me an athletics check for Cal. So that's probably just his strength. I don't remember if he has that skill, but it's probably just his strength.
I rolled a 2.
My lord.
Okay, so Cal's
So
moving
he has
faster
a
than you,
4?
but not a ton faster than
My
you.
panther. Okay. It's
Yep,
fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm fine.
It was at that moment the narrative fell apart.
Esri,
Cal cleans himself.
Yep.
you just keep going.
So noticing now that I'm out of the alley, out of the like main part of the bazaar,
Yep.
noticing that no one seems to be paying attention to me. I take off at a
Okay.
sprint, so I'll go ahead and
Okay,
dash.
give me an athletics check.
You sure?
I'm sure.
You too could roll a 2 5 times.
Nope, I'm more athletic than Shade. 9.
9. All right.
The
So you
true
get-
shame.
You get going. As you go, every now and again, you hear once again the sort of sounds.
And doesn't appear to be anyone
Don't
around.
like that. Don't like that.
No. The figure with the in the robes ahead of Shade turns and jumps a gap onto some buildings, seeming, although Shade would really have no particular way of knowing this, seeming to be following Pog's path. And then it is Ari. I'm going to just take the watch out of our initiative because they're irrelevant to this at this point. They've lost the trail.
I think everybody is out of sight of Ari at this point.
Pog and Falco certainly are. The two Deneth who just broke free are actually probably not far from you at this point because you have continued moving.
Okay. Then I'm going to get within. Oh, should have done this early on. Okay, I'm just going to attempt to keep pace with them, and I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself to make me look like an elf in Stormhammer getup.
Okay. All right. And you're just going to try to keep pace with the Deneth guys?
Yeah, because I don't have anything else that I can do this turn.
All right.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, you transform yourself and you begin moving along. Then we are back around to Pog.
So, you said that I'm able to hear that there's one person behind me.
Falco
So
has
I-
a gap behind you, and you know it's just him.
So
Yeah,
I
looking
know
ba-
I'm,
yeah, I mean,
I'm down to 1. Okay.
Yep.
Then we're changing back. We're going to go to the right. We're going to take the next
All right.
available slide turn to the right. We're just trying to lose around corners right now.
all right,
Now
give me an
it's
athletic check.
IndyCar.
Can I push?
You can.
Yeah, we're going to do that. Let me get my damage on here.
Would you like to explain your change to multiple pushes on a single roll real quick, Philip?
Yes,
Yeah, because it's probably a
rule.
rule that should be explained right now.
We have adjusted the multi-push. You're allowed to push twice or more on a roll, but each time that you push, the damage you take increases by your proficiency again. So right now, your first push costs 2 hit points. Your second push causes another 4 hit points. And then 6, 8. And next level, it'll go by 3s.
Oh, man. Yep, it's a 12.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Just taking it?
Oh.
Taking it.
Okay. So you go around this corner and just smash straight into some trash bins. Stumbling over yourself, you hear because Falco beat your roll and thus closes the last gap. Comes around the corner, breathing hard. All right. This doesn't need to get ugly. And honestly, you hand that over to me, you go on your way, and then you come by the Dennis Enclave for a job.
I can't.
And you recognize who this is at this point as you turn.
Why are you here?
Just your unlucky day. I'm dinner. I mean, good on you. Burglary and all, but your unlucky day.
No, I mean, you. Why are you here?
And he sort of, well, this is going to be insight, right? Yeah. He rolled a 22 on insight. And so
He knows my genealogy.
Falco's head tilts a little bit. He's like, dragon below. Pog. And he very much your unlucky day. Oh, I gotta tell you, I thought I was gonna get a nice little reward from the city, but what I am going to get from the Enclave for bringing this in. And he begins advancing on you with a sword. Oh man, the number of days that I have waited. You have any idea? And he gestures towards the scar. How long I have waited for. And then he is tackled by what appears to just be a corpse that falls off the roof onto him. And several more drop into the alley. Just
What?
and then Brett, jerk, get up. And you see several corpses stand up. And a figure from above you, looking down, you see a dark figure above you.
Oh, so this wasn't 4 corpses in a trench coat. Okay.
It was not. Well, I don't mean to interrupt, but if you'll just hand that over.
Still no.
All right. She holds out it's got a long shaft to it. It's got a kind of staff element to it, but the end of it is like a really wide, like a spade almost, like a narrow shovel almost, and there are runes carved over it. And she extends this, and you see the runes glow. And in the light of it, you can see that there is a female figure with a red lacquered death mask and black hair. What's Pog's just perception modifier?
+1.
Okay. That's probably what you get. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. I'm pushing.
Very well.
It's just gonna
It's 12.
die.
What did it push to?
Oh, I haven't yet.
Oh,
Come on now. It's a 16.
16. Okay, you feel this energy reach into you. You are going to take some damage, but you are not affected by the additional effect of this spell.
You are not now undead.
You take 12 poison damage. Don't make me do this hard. And she drops off the roof into the alley with you. Pog, it is your turn. I am aware, Eric.
Okay, so, man, Pog would really have liked to tell her that she can have it tomorrow, and we'll tell her where it's gonna be and who's gonna have it and how many dudes are in the room. But Pog just got hit really, really badly. Pog is in bad shape.
Okay. And the situation, just to be clear, she's there in the alley with you. There are 4 corpses that are climbing up. One of them is wrestling with Falco, and you're in a pretty narrow alley.
Yep.
Sorry, she can have it day after tomorrow because it is imperative that I remind everyone we had another whole day to accomplish this job.
Nope.
What you doing,
It's
Pog?
going tomorrow. Yeah, that
know what
hurts
you wanna
so
do.
bad. Yeah, you do. You know exactly what I want to do. You know exactly what I want to do.
Date
but
number 2 is tomorrow.
I'm still three, sir. We've already had it. Yeah, dude. I just don't see that it can make any sense to
Give
not
in to your hate.
do this. So straight forward in front of him, Pog, with the map on his back, is gonna cross hands and cast Burning Hands straight down the alley at everything that's back there.
I love it.
There's
love
just,
it.
like-
I love it.
I can't help it. I'm sorry, viewers. I know, but just it's Pog here. You can't hit him that hard. And as he casts it, he's gonna just yell, "I said no!" and blast the flames.
Oh, I love this. I love everything about this. Yeah.
So
Pog.
that is a DC 10 or a Dex. The 10. Yep.
Except it's not 10. We've talked about this. I built the feat wrong. It should
Oh,
be
that's
based off
right.
your
That's right.
constitution.
13.
So it would be 2 plus, it would be 10 plus your constitution modifier right now.
Oh.
2 plus the modifier.
10 plus
10.
your constitution modifier.
10. Okay, so 14.
14. Okay. So she's going to make a dex save. And Falco's going to make one with disadvantage and fail. And, I mean, yeah, the zombies also do not succeed. So you reach out, but what happens is not what you expect. And this is why all of them needed to roll, because they're not all within a 15-foot cone of you. But what happens instead is you reach out and your hands and a just line of fire just runs down the ground. It's like fire erupts in a line down the alley, and the cobblestones split slightly. And roll for me 3d8.
Oh, okay. Gladly. $16. Not ideal.
That's good enough.
Not bad.
So she throws herself out of the way, and takes only half. The zombies catch fire, and Falco takes the whole brunt of it, and starts trying to roll out of the way while also wrestling with a now flaming zombie. So she is now prone, a little away from you. You got movement if you want it.
Yeah, I would like to take off down the alley that I failed to turn. I'm going to turn right back around and head that way.
Okay. Shade and Ari. Ari, you're having to be a little more circumspect, so probably Shade first, especially because you got an elevated position. Shade, you become aware that there is one of these alleys is now on fire.
As you do.
Yeah, that seems noticeable.
And make a perception check.
$16.
Nice.
Not a 2.
You, as you're making your way, you see Pog, a couple, alleys up from the fire, racing away.
Cool.
And you, because it would be very noticeable to you, you see his hair flying in the wind. You see the blazing orange of his mark all over the sides of his head.
Got it.
So, that's where we're going to stop for this episode.
Whoo! Whoo! I'm so glad I don't
roll-
have to wait a week right now.
Roll one of your hit dice and take that in damage.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. You roll the big dice, buddy.
I roll which one? What am I rolling here?
You're rolling a
D20?
D12. You're spending a D12.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Gotta love rolling a 12.
Oh no. Take 12 damage.
Y'all,
You have that?
Pog is so severely hurt that non-Geek Pantheon friendly terms only apply right now. This is the
You're up,
most
though?
hurt.
You're up?
But yeah, only
Okay.
just.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Well, that's where we'll leave it, and we'll pick this up with the hopeful escape at the beginning of our next episode. Thank you so much for watching. This has been This has been Khyber Shards. If you want to get in touch with us, you can leave comments down below. You can also find a link to our Discord below, as well as to all of our social media. You can see Eric streaming on Sunday mornings and Monday and Tuesday evenings, except when his computer catches fire, at twitch.tv/The Geek Pantheon. And you can see Colin streaming at twitch.tv/SorryBTR. The O is a 0. Streaming and occasionally with guest stars.
Apparently that's a thing now.
Yeah, whenever his job and life in general allow it. In the meantime, this has been Khyber Shards. We very much hope you have enjoyed this episode, and thanks for rolling with us.